The Ocean Within, Timeless Wisdom of Sadhguru.
So before you fall dead, I'm just reminding you, I'm not wishing you. All of us will die, right, one day? I'll bless you with a long life, but you will die. Before we fall dead, everything there is to know about this life must be experienced in this life. Yes or no? If you are focused towards this, you are spiritual. That is, you are not sitting on what little things that you have. You are on your toes with your life. You're constantly looking deeper and deeper so that you will not miss any aspect of life. If you are in that condition, you are a spiritual seeker. Spiritual seeker does not mean you went to a temple or church or mosque or chanted this or went up Himalayas.
See, right now, when do I have to forgive you? First thing is, I criminalize you for something. Then I'm trying to forgive you. Why this problem? I don't criminalize you, I just accept you the way you are. Where is the question of forgiveness? You're simply complicating life. I don't care what you are, whatever you are, I'm okay with it. That's the way you are. That's how human beings are, all right? So people get into this thing because they have unrealistic expectations out of people. Because their expectations are unrealistic, they will criminalize somebody else in their mind. And then, one day they will forgive them. Don't play God. You are not a perfect human being, so is nobody else around you. Accept them if you can transact with them, if you can deal with them, if you can do business with them, if you can have a relationship with them, fine. If you cannot, no, you leave them alone. Almost 26, 27 years, on an average, I slept only 2.5 hours per day. Now I'm 60, nearly 66 now, I'm getting little lazy, so I'm sleeping average 4.25, 4.5 hours maybe. But that's more than enough for the body. I have never used alarm bells in my life. When body is done with sleep, it wakes up. It's eager to wake up. So first of all, this is the important thing. Have you kept your life, both within and around you, in such a dynamic and interesting way that everything in you is eager to wake up? Donald J. Trump as the President of United States, but you did not imagine that a businessman will get elected as the president. I've been saying this for some time that the next decade, the most important leadership on the planet will be business leadership. We need a leadership which thinks for the future, not which thinks from the graveyards of past. World is changing, but leadership is not changing in its mentality, everywhere, not in any one country. But America's leadership is important not just for United States of America, but for the rest of the world. America means war. Please ask your leaders if they can do it. The first and foremost thing is, are they willing to make this commitment that we will not open up another theater of war? There are other ways of handling problems, because even if you enter with your weaponry with good intentions, the result that happens is neither good for you. No breath. First, people learn practicing by cutting off the light, and then cutting off the food, cutting off the water, then cutting off the air. So once you're no more dependent upon the external manifestation of the 5 elements in the world, you are a siddha. Once you're a siddha, you are no more a part of the creation, you are the creator himself. That is why a yogi who is a siddha and Shiva are seen as the same, they say he is Shiva. In his previous form, he was referred to as Shiva Yogi. So, Ardha Siddhasana means you want to be stable, but you want to leave the door open. Door half open, because you have a wife.
So how do we wake up?
See, these are things that you can't turn around overnight, but first thing is,
within your hearts, your anger and hatred must go. I must tell you this. I used to attend a lot of world peace conferences at one time. For about 2 years, 2.5 years, I attended a lot of international conferences. Then I saw, for a whole lot of people, this conference hopping itself is a profession, they're making a living out of it. I'm the only idiot sitting there thinking we are working for world peace.
You know, when somebody sees me on the road, they're like, ah! And then I'm like, hey! You know, you give that energy back to them and it lights them up. I find it fills me up with some euphoric feeling.
It is also needed right now. Entertainment is very needed because people are not simply ecstatic by themselves. Entertainment is very, very needed. Otherwise, a lot of them would sink into depressions. So, you're doing a very cheap psychiatry. When I say cheap, I mean inexpensive. Not cheap means that way, no. I didn't mean that way. I meant very…
It's not cheap, 500 bucks to go to a multiplex nowadays.
I know,
on the
but to
weekend.
go to your psychiatrist, do you know what's the fee? So, inexpensive psychiatry, at least they go there for those 3 hours, they feel